Is a Marella cruise the right cruise for you? Let's find out. So, welcome to today's show. If you've never seen me before, I'm Johnny from Cruise with My Father, and I'm a massive fan of Marella cruises. I think they're absolutely fantastic. I'm a big fan. But I'm going to give you my honest verdict whether I believe a Marella cruise is right for you. So I did my first Marella cruise when they were called Thompson Cruises, and actually that was my first cruise. And I saw a advert for a Royal Caribbean ship, and I thought, wow, this was many years ago, by the way. I thought, wow, I'd love to do a cruise. So then I went down to travel agents and I said, hey, I want to do a cruise. And they said, oh, this is what you can afford. I ended up on the Island Escape, which was by Thompson. Then after doing the Island Escape, I went on to do the Thompson Spirit, and I really liked Thompson Cruises. Now, Thompson Cruises changed hands into Marella Cruises, and everything that was good about Thompson's moved into Marella. And Marella was even better because it had all the flair of the Thompson, all the characteristics, all the classic, wonderful British standards that came along with the Thompson cruise, and also like this new spark, which was really great. So the Marella brand was launched, and it's been fantastic, and I've been on loads. So that means the Marella cruise is right for you, correct? Not exactly. I really like Marella cruises, but I do feel people need to know a few things about booking a Marella cruise just before you actually take the plunge and book a Marella cruise. So Marella cruises are all-inclusive cruises, so you don't have to worry about anything. You literally get everything. So for your base fare, you're going to get a flight, a transfer, you're going to get your luggage, you'll get your cruise, you'll get your drinks, you'll get your tips, you'll get everything you can ever imagine. So as a beginner into the cruise world, Marella cruises are absolutely fantastic for that ease. I praise them far beyond many other brands. I think they're absolutely amazing. Marella uses second-hand ships, like most firms nowadays, or tend to use. The ships they've got are really well styled, so don't be put off. So basically what I'm saying is they use older class vessels, right? So you might be hearing this and thinking, well, I don't really want to go on this old ship, but I guarantee when you get on board, the ships don't look old. They look brand new. They look newer than some of the new ships I've been on. That's how good the styling and everything is with Marella Cruise. They're absolutely fantastic. So who would I say a Marella cruise is good for? I would say a Marella cruise is good for anybody between the age of 18 to 80, really. What you have to understand with Marella cruise, we're going back to basics with cruising. And I don't mean like la-di-da cruising, I mean just having fun, like a party cruise. You're just having a great time, you're out there to enjoy the sun, see the local landmarks, have lots of drinks and lots of great food, and just an amazing time. They make it so simple to have the best time ever. So why would you not book a Marella cruise then? Well, it would depend on whether you're going for the kind of big ship thing. So go back to my original why I opened this conversation. I saw this Royal Caribbean ship and had like a surf simulator and loads of other amazing things, ice skating. I thought, wow, I'd love to do a cruise like that. And then that was what I could afford at the time. But things have changed a lot from there. Marella have a strange rap for being a cheap brand, but they're not. I will guarantee you the Marella cruise fare is a competitive fare considering what you get, but it's far from a cheap fare. If you're interested in how Marella fares compare to a rival brand, let's say P&O, my next video will be a Marella versus P&O video, so you can see the price difference. So you would, if the cruise snobbery would tell you P&O is better, but maybe this cruise snobbery has not been on a Marella cruise, because Marella cruises are more expensive than you think, but are they worth the extra value? Absolutely. I love Marella cruises. I'd probably blame it there. I don't care, because I've been on loads of Marella cruises. I've got some coming up, and I'm really excited about going on board. So we're talking about whether Marella cruise is right for you. So what can you expect on a Marella cruise? So let's go from start to the finish. Now I will try and keep this video as short as possible, but once you've been on the cruise, you will understand why sometimes my videos go on, because there's just so much to talk about, because everything's absolutely fantastic. So let's start from the beginning. You get to the airport, you're on a TUI flight, they will arrange it all for you. You've got your luggage, you've got everything all planned for you. You fly over, you land, you get a coach transfer, they're there, everybody's waiting. It's really, really easy and fantastic. You get on board and then the holiday begins. As stated, when you get to the Marella ship, they're not the biggest vessels. If you've never been on a ship before, they're big enough, right? Okay. Now this is perk number one to new cruisers or people who like more of a intimate cruising scenario. Because the ships are smaller, they are easier to navigate and easier to get round. That's one massive perk. Another perk is also they're smaller, so the community spirit is a lot nicer. You go on these big vessels, right? And then sometimes you meet somebody and you think, hey, what a great time. And they're probably avoiding you. Or you just never see them again because there's so many places to go, right? There is loads of places still to go on the Marella, but it's all like super scaled down. So it's a lot easier. And more importantly, it's more intimate. The actual spirit of the whole thing is absolutely fantastic. Another perk to Marella cruises, or a downside, depending on how you feel about this, it's heavily British based. So that means all the quizzes, all the trivias are going to be in English. The entertainment is going to be English or British, we say, orientated. Everything's kind of British orientated. Now, some people may be put off by that, and some people may be like welcome arms saying, I want this. This is what I want. This is going to be fantastic. So you've got to the ship, you've done all the paperwork, you're now heading towards your cabin. You're going to get to your cabin. Now, if you've never been on a cruise before, this is going to be your first experience of a cruise cabin. And the cabins are 50-50 at the moment. Some are quite dated, some are absolutely stunning. They're doing refurbs as we're making this video. And I think if you look through my videos, you can see some of the cabins we've been in, and you can see some of the cabins I've snuck in and took some pictures. Some of them are old, right? And if you're ready to write in the comments saying, you shouldn't be saying this, right? I'm just saying all this stuff because maybe you're new to Marella and you're thinking, I need to book this. I don't want you to be shocked, right? So some are still quite old and dated. I won't lie to you. And the new ones are absolutely fantastic. How you tell the difference, I have no idea. No idea. I do have an idea. Do some research. If there's a cabin video, find it, have a look, and then hopefully you'll have one of the newer ones. Does it matter if you have an old one? Not at all, not at all. If anything, I like the old ones. When you're first starting out, okay, so here's some tips for you. You're first starting out, start in an inside cabin and then work your way out if you wish. Don't start on the balcony, don't start a suite, because you'll find it very hard to come back down. Start inside cabin and take it from there. The cabin, if this is your first cruise, first Marella cruise or first whatever, start cheap seats on the inside and then take your way up because there's so much to do on board. Everything's fantastic. So, as I said, I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet, but once you've been on your cruise, you will understand why this guy's waffled on for so long, because there's so much going on. You'll get inside your cabin a piece of paper and they will tell you what's going on board. There's loads of stuff to do. Absolutely loads of stuff. The Marella entertainment is fantastic. There's stuff to do all day long. So even if you stay on the ship, which we do due to our circumstances quite a lot, we never get bored. There's always something to do, even if you're stuck on. And all the staff are absolutely fantastic. So if you're into nice food also, Marella, do not disappoint there. Even if you do not pay for any of the additional restaurants, you will find all the restaurants on board absolutely fantastic. There is no issues with food. There's plenty of choice. Snack Shack, the buffet, the restaurants. In fact, there's loads and loads of choice. I need to try. if I look like I'm missing out a load of stuff, it's because I can make these videos for about 5 million hours long and I will still miss out on all the amazing stuff that's available on Marella Cruises. Another perk of the Marella cruise is everybody's all-inclusive. So if you do like to have a drink or two, and if you don't like a drink or two, having access to the drinks is ever so easy. They have little bars everywhere. They have people coming around with the drinks. There's no problems, and the drink selection is fantastic. It's really, really amazing. They do offer an upgrade. Now, I do go for the upgrade because there's certain stuff on there I like, and the pricing ones where it isn't that much more. And you do get access to like the coffee port and the hot chocolates and all that kind of stuff, counter pop and that, whatever floats your ship, right? So I can highly recommend doing that as well, but just go through the menu before you book and make a choice. And if you change your mind and you want to pay on board, I do believe it's probably the same price once you're on board anyway. So you can always just book the standard fare and then upgrade once you get on board. So, as stated halfway through, the Marella and the P&O are very, very similar. So if you are interested in how a Marella compares to a P&O, then I suggest you watch my next video, because I'm going to do the price breakdown. Like I say, Marella get a bit of a bad rap compared to P&O. Now, if I had to go on a P&O, let's say the Azora round the Caribbean, the Canaries, versus say the Voyager or the Discovery, the Marella, round the Canaries, I would pick 100% the Marella than the P&O, because the difference for me is night and day. But I will go down and through the difference in the video, because you may be surprised at actually what the difference is. But if you go in blind and you want to take one person's advice, and you, like I say, let's just, before we carry on any further, one quick stop. If you're looking for a cruise which is fantastic, if you're looking for a cruise which includes drinks, you're looking for a cruise which includes lots of entertainment, if you're looking for a cruise which is like, there's an old ship, right? But it's a very modern ship. The styling is absolutely exceptional. You would not know you're on an old ship. There's a couple of bits here and there, right? But you have to be a shipper to work it out. A shipper, I've just made a word up, shipper. You gotta be a shipper to work it out. But if this is like your first time, you will think it's absolutely amazing. The styling is sublime, absolutely amazing. We're going on one very soon. I can't wait to get on board, check out the styling. I've not been on, this is the Voyager Explorer 2. We've not been on the Explorer 2. So we're looking forward to that. But yeah, if you're after like great styling, great staff, it's just a no-brainer really. It's really, really good. If you think about booking Marella Cruise and you think, why is this guy blabbered on for so much, just praising them, go on it and then come back and tell me I'm wrong, because I bet you can't. Right, so like I say, just a quick one today. I know I've probably not covered anything, right? That's okay. So here at Cruise with My Father, this is a channel of information, that kind of stuff. I maybe gave you no information right now, and I do apologise. But don't worry, I'm going to pull back my saving grace. Should you have any comments or questions, write them below, and I will answer them, or the community will answer them and tell you about the Marella cruises. But I just wanted to put this video out today because someone was asking me about what cruise line would I pick if I wanted to start out going cruising and I wanted to have a good time, good food, good drinks, relaxed atmosphere, party atmosphere, not crazy party, don't worry. It does a bit of everything. It's just amazing. So which one would I pick? And I know that the person that I advise would be happy with, it would have to be a Marella cruise. So there we go. That is today's advice. So I do appreciate you watching, and I'm very, very grateful for everyone that's clicks like and subscribe. Like I say, I'm actually quite interested about tomorrow's, what, maybe, can I do it tomorrow? It's coming up, it'll be the next video I do anyway, about the P&O and Marella. You will be surprised at the price difference of the P&O and Marella. Like I say, Marella gets a bit of a weird rap for being like a budget line, where actually, they're not that budget. And that's okay, because it's worth paying the money. Oh, Snack Shack. Oh, Snack Shack. You wondering what that is? It's a little shack. It's a little snack. It's a little shack that gives you snacks. It's by the pool. It's amazing. The chicken, the burgers, all the food, every single food. I'm getting all just cruise crazy because I want to go on a Marella cruise because they're just so fun. They're just so easy. Everything's great, all the staff are fantastic, and I know I've just stood here for the last 10 minutes just praising them because that's how I feel about Marella cruises. So I'm going to stop because I know I'm just blabbering on, and if I do this with excitement, do you know why? it's because they're that good. But I do really appreciate everyone tuning in today. If you've got any Marella cruises booked, you got any questions or anything below, please write in the comments and I will explain. Like I say, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to work out the prices between a P&O and a Marella cruise and which one would be good for certain people. If you was just after a simple question, a Marella cruise. There we go. Marella cruise. First time, Marella cruise. Second time, you want a Marella cruise. They're just great. They just deliver. They're just fantastic. People may say other stuff, people may not. This is the whole idea of the channel. Write in the comments below how you personally feel about Marella cruises, then we can iron it all out. For me personally, if I know I've booked a Marella cruise, I'm gonna have a fantastic time. So back to what should I call this video? Is a Marella cruise right for you? Yes. If you want a good time, you want it easy, you want fun, you want great entertainment, you want nice food, nice drinks, just book it. Just book it. There we go. I should get a little like shirt made, you know, like just book it. Thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Bye for now. Bye.